Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy and excited for today's episode. I'm thrilled to share a very personal revelation that transformed my reading life. Speed reading. I'm now 29 years old and for almost 99.99% of my life, I've hated reading. I've hated reading so much. And until about a couple months ago, when I thought maybe to keep myself from getting distracted, I would follow along a book with an audiobook. And Alhamdulillah, I am so grateful I did, because slowly but surely I started loving reading books. I wasn't really into novels and fictional books. I'm more of a personal development kind of a guy, which is why I've been drawn towards books that I have, the ones that you can see here. And then the good thing about these types of books are that most often each chapter will share just one idea and then you'll share multiple examples to support that idea. So if you get the overall idea, then you can start to skim through it. And I love books and I made it this year's goal to read more than 10 books, and so far I've probably read around 6 in the last month, and my speed naturally is increasing day by day. Anyways, I stumbled upon this book 2 weeks ago. Took me about 5 days to finish this one, but gosh, what an amazing book. It's by Tim Ferriss, and although the book is mostly about freeing yourself up from a 9-to-5 kind of a job to start a business and the usage of offshore resources, he has also covered an interesting topic called speed reading. And when I truly understood the strategy for the first time, my mind was literally blown away. And just by following 3 of the strategies, I was able to finish 3 books the next week. Insane. The strategy is rooted in our visual mechanics during reading, and it's about controlling your eye movements, reducing fixations, and eliminating unnecessary regressions. And by understanding a few principles of our visual system, you can read faster and retain more. And this is where my journey begins, and your journey will also begin, transforming your reading from a crawl to a sprint. Now, the first thing you would want to do, I want you to take a book and count the number of words that are in one line. Pause the video, set a timer for 1 minute, and start reading like you normally would. And I know it may vary a bit since you know that you're getting tested now, but do it, it's fun, and I'll wait. After the timer is done, I want you to count the number of lines you were able to cover. Now let's assume you've got 8 words in a line and you've read up to 10 lines. Your words per minute count would be 8 times 10, which is 80 WPM. Write that down somewhere else. This was a game changer for me. By training my peripheral vision, I began to absorb more words in a single glance. I practiced reading not from the first word but to the last, but starting and ending a few words in. If you focus on the starting word, you're essentially wasting your vision space. Instead, do this. Draw 2 lines to kind of narrow down your vision and then start reading from here. These tactics alone doubled my reading speed and I was turning pages faster than I ever thought possible. This one is easy to implement. I've noticed that just by using a finger or a pen as a tracker, it's easier for you to read as it guides your eyes. I remember using a pen to guide my eyes, feeling skeptical, but as soon as I started practicing, moving my eyes faster along the lines, something clicked. My reading started to speed up almost effortlessly. This one is a bit hard and I still haven't mastered it yet, but still sharing it. Chances are you might not be aware of the fact that you have a bad reading habit. You subvocalize. Subvocalization can perhaps be best described as a little voice in your head that pronounces words as you read them. And in some people, this habit is so strong that they actually move their lips and their throat muscles when they read. And that was me. Here's some ways you can fix it. You distract your reading organs. Subvocalization is not all about your ears, tongues, lips. They all play a role in this process. If you can distract these organs, you will limit your subvocalization. How? You can distract your ears by listening to music when you're reading. You can distract your lips by chewing on a gum. The transformation was astonishing. Not only did I start blazing through books, but my comprehension also started to improve. I was finally able to make a dent in my reading list, as you can see. Learning more and feeling more empowered. And this isn't just my story. I've had friends who in general read fast and they all have these tactics in their arsenal. Now, there's some cases where you would want to read slowly, enjoy the book, and truly understand the story and follow the author author's journey. In those cases, I would recommend slow down, just relax and enjoy the process of reading. It's like driving. Sometimes when you're in a rush, you would wanna drive up to 80 miles per hour, but there are some instances or occasions where the view is so beautiful and you just want to cherish and slow down. In those occasions, even a 30 miles per hour feels fast. Anyways, you now know my tactic. Repeat the test again, but this time implement the tactics I've shared. I'm sure you'll shock yourself. And I would love to know your old WPM rate versus your new WPM rate. So put down the results in the comments and I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time, happy speed reading.